So I got invited to the Halo Infinite multiplayer flight test, and I gotta say, I am pleasantly surprised. I'll be honest, I did not have a lot of faith in this game. After hearing about what was going on behind the scenes with this game, I did not think it was going to end up being good. But from what I've played so far, the game has been really fun. At the time of recording this, the flight has about 2 days left, so if you haven't opted in yet, then now would be a good time to try to see if you can get invited. Or check if you already got invited, because that's what happened with me. I didn't even check my emails, and turns out I was invited like 16 fucking times. So the way this flight works is that there are 3 maps on Slayer game type. It's 4 players versus bots. Each day the bots increase in difficulty, and on the final day is when they release multiplayer. So real quick, I'm going to go through a rundown of what I think of the maps, gameplay, and combat. So starting off, I just want to say that this game is really fun. It's only been against bots so far, but the game has such an engaging and addictive feel to it that keeps me wanting to start a new match as soon as one ends. And that's a good sign. If this flight is keeping me engaged with one mode against bots, then I'm sure a full game with multiple game modes will keep me busy for a while. I mean, hell, look at Titanfall 2. When the servers actually work. So let's talk about the maps. The flight at the time of this recording has 3 maps so far. Bazaar, Livefire, and Recharge. And all 3 are pretty good. They feel like actual arena maps, with weapons that spawn in different locations, tunnels that go underground, and high elevated structures that can give someone a tactical advantage. Recharge is definitely my favorite map so far, mainly because that's where all the best weapons have been spawning, and the layout is really nice. It brings me back to that old school Halo style, and I am all for that. Bazaar has a neat CSGO feel, which I know might sound a little weird, but trust me, it works. Livefire was definitely the weakest map for me, but this may just be due to how often I found myself playing it. The queue did set up a lot of matches with this map, and the weapons that spawn are not as cool as the former. But despite this, all the maps were really fun to play on regardless. So overall, combat and movement of this game can be described as a nice mix. I understand that there are people who have a problem with sprint in Halo, and I was one of those people. But it seems they had come to a nice compromise. Sprint is in this game, but the default speed is still pretty quick. Sprint is mostly used to slide, and it's not going to be a completely integral part of the game like how it was in 4 and 5, and even Reach for that matter. Speaking of differences from Halo 5, time to kill has been massively increased. One-on-one gunfights are incredibly intense and are really going to set the skill ceiling for this game. I always felt like I was on an even playing field whenever I was in a one-on-one gunfight. The combat encourages being smart with your positioning and being consistent in your shooting, and players are often rewarded for being smart with their health and equipment. But overall, I really like how the time to kill is actually a lot longer. It feels way more like a Halo game, and I like that. It feels like we're actually getting a return to form to the original Halo style. So far, the guns also feel really nice. The assault rifle is surprisingly satisfying to use, the pistol is great for picking people off without being too broken, the Mastiff 2.0 is fun to use, and the Needler is, well, still the Needler. So now we got gadgets. So the equipment from Halo 3 makes a return, with some new items that fit into armor abilities in Halo Reach and 4. The way they work is pretty much how it works in Halo 3. You see equipment, you pick it up, it spawns around the map, you go and grab it. Typical shit, I know. You got your typical shit like overshield, active camo, but we also got some new toys like grapple shot and deployable shield. So the way active camo works is basically how you're used to it. You see active camo, you pick it up, you go invisible, typical shit. However, the way overshield works is that instead you pick it up and you decide to use it whenever you feel right. Overshield overall is nowhere near as strong as it used to be. It's going to bring more incentive to use it during a firefight and give yourself an advantage over a one-on-one battle. Or a 1-on-2 battle, whatever the fuck it goes on, I don't know. So now we also got the new toys. So we got the grapple shot, and as we all know, grappling hooks make every game better. And these are actually really fun to use. I haven't really done anything too impressive with them yet, but I know there's going to be a lot of clips with them. It's a lot of fun to use, and it's also just great just because there's a lot of elevated areas, and I can see this being definitely the top gadget to use. It's a little tricky at first, but I started getting the hang of it after a while. It's just kind of hard just because it doesn't really spawn on a lot of maps, and it's only on, I believe, Recharge. But regardless, I still love using it, and it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to use this. Then we got a little deployable shield, which is essentially AWOL from Titanfall 2. And I can see this getting really annoying, but honestly, it's really not that bad. It's just a little deployable shield you can throw out whenever you want, which is pretty cool. Something that I can appreciate is that this game overall, it just feels like Halo. It felt like I was playing an arena shooter, like a new Halo game. And yeah, I know there's still some of the similarities to Halo 4 and 5, but honestly, I'm fine with them combining both of these games. They're combining the good stuff from their own 343 games and the good stuff from Bungie. And I'm all for it, honestly. I am excited to see something new with the Halo franchise, because they've been down in the dumps for a while. And I didn't have a lot of faith in Halo Infinite, but honestly, after playing this, I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I really, really want them to strive for something great here. They definitely have something great going on, and I hope that they continue to work with the community and make something great. So, keep going, guys. I believe in you. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Take care.